Alright guys, we're back. Just picking up right where we left off. So let's jump right into our ads. Now I will say I have just kind of been keeping an eye on the campaign periodically from my phone. I've been away, but it's probably been about 6, 7 hours or so since I stopped the last video and basically left it there. What I have done is, well, let's just jump in here. First of all, let me go into these ad sets because I just barely noticed that one of the ad sets that we created had just gotten approved, these dark post custom audience ones. And I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to shut off this campaign. But let's take a look at it, yeah, not the campaign, but this specific custom audience. And the reason for that, I was just sitting there watching a movie with my wife, and up until maybe about 30 minutes ago, this campaign hadn't even launched. So we started, or sorry, not the campaign, I mean ad set with the custom audiences. Anyways, let's go into this ad set here with the custom audiences. I'd created this about 6, 7 hours ago, and literally only about 3 hours ago did it actually even go live or go active. And not just that, but I also noticed my click-through rates seemed to be really low, 3.226, 3.7, which kind of surprises me because these are supposed to be pretty active fans of these groups that I pulled from. But the reason I stopped it is because, not just because of the click-through rates being so low, but really because I've been watching and we've been getting some good activity from the ad sets that we created earlier. So let's take a look at those real quick. So again, the custom audiences just started about 30 minutes ago. There was only about 170 impressions made, and the click-through rates were really low. But the ones that we made in the last video were this Nurse Pages 1 final one, and then Nurse Careers final 2. And as you can see, we've had a lot of activity because, and I don't remember if I did this on the actual video. If I didn't, I did it right after. I increased those ad budgets to $100 daily, which Facebook has done something new as of recent, and that is it doesn't matter what time of day you start. Before, if I would have created a budget of $100 at say 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it would have used that whole $100 before midnight. Now what it does is it basically divides up your budget by the time of day that it is. So, if, say for example, 60% of the day is gone, it's only going to allow you to use 40% of that budget. So if you're wanting to use more, then you should increase your budget. So basically, I increased it to about $100, and it said because of the time of day it was only going to, of that 100, use $35 for the rest of the day on this one, $35.41, and $34.91 on this one here. Anyway, so you can see it's basically used up since we started these two about 6, 7 hours ago. Maybe 6 hours ago. I don't even know if it's been that long. $31 so far, and $31. Right now it's about 11:08 p.m. my time. So these budgets are just about used up for the day. Got quite a bit of activity. So let's look at the actual ads. And let's just pull up the active ones. Looks like we've got 2 active ads running, and if you remember, the one was targeting nursing careers in the Facebook targeting, and the other one was targeting Facebook fan pages, right? And it looks like they're both pretty close as far as our click-through rates, which I'm happy to see. They're up above 5, which normally, like I think I mentioned a little earlier, I like to usually see above 10 for sure, and upwards of 15 to 18% I think is phenomenal. Anything above that obviously is just cream. But 6-7% isn't bad. I would think I would never want to be lower than say 4 or 5% by any means. But let's look at a couple things. Well, and before, so that you kind of have an idea of what we're looking at, let's actually see how many shirts we've sold. since we launched these new ad sets. And when I launched these new ad sets, I turned off the other ones, because basically we were kind of targeting the same audience. So you can see here, I think when we last left off, we were maybe at what, 2 shirts sold. You can see we've sold 10, but we've spent about an additional $60 now, right? $30 on the one and $30 on the other. $60 to $62 that we've spent. However, we also calculated that we're making about $18 per shirt or hoodie that's being sold, a little over $18. I think it was $18.26. So that means, we've sold an additional 8. So if we just do the math here, if we figure 18.26, and that's obviously if we hit our goal of 100. 18.26 times 8 equals 146. Subtract out, about $62 or so that we've spent. That means we've made about $84, which isn't, it isn't a home run by any means. We've more than doubled our money, but hey, we're in the positive, right? And in fact, this is one of those campaigns I mentioned I probably would have killed earlier, but I was inspired, one, because I really did have some faith in the design and the audience. But secondly, for a lot of reasons, I kind of held on to this one where maybe otherwise I would not have. And usually I'm used to making about 3 times on my money. So, if I spend $100, I expect to gain $300, even $350 back in return. Here, we're a little better than even, but I think we're creating some value by going in depth and in detail, step by step here on how we're running this campaign from start to finish. So now that we know how many we've sold, because of the increase, let's kind of break it down and see, what we've got and what those numbers actually mean. So on this one, where we were targeting nurse careers between the ages of 24 to 54, all male, and again, we're not even targeting females. And I'm sure that there are some females that probably would actually purchase this shirt, whether it be for a colleague or a spouse or a relative or something. I think that may be something that will open up our marketing or targeting to towards the end of our campaign. For now, I think we'll just focus on the males. This one's got 26,000, so we have actually reached 4,177 of those without really duplicating any of those views. So 4,177, so that's about, what is that? About 17 to 20% of our total potential audience. So that's kind of encouraging. Now keep in mind this, 26,000 here and 30,000 there, that's going to overlap, right? I would imagine that there's probably at least 50 to 60% overlapping audience, meaning, the audience that's in this careers one is also in the maybe even higher, and maybe not, because I'm getting a decent click-through rate, but nonetheless. Okay, moving along here. Kind of lost my train of thought there, but anyway, I wanted to see what are we getting as far as what's our cost per click for each one of these ad sets, and which ad really is outperforming the other. You can see here we've got 118 comments, 118 likes, 7 comments, 39 shares. I like to see that. I like to see my shares, triple or even quadruple the amount of comments, and getting up to, that's about 1/3 of the total likes. So that's great. Good social engagement here. So again, let's see. I wanted to see how much my cost per click to the actual website is running me. So $31.51. And we'll divide that by the number of clicks to the actual website, and that is 63. Ouch. So on this particular ad, it's costing me 50 cents per click to the website. That's expensive. That's really expensive. I mean, we're making sales, right? We're getting a lot of engagement. I mean, here we've got 24 post shares. I think that's probably what's saving our butt on this campaign. And we'll take a look at the analytics here in just a moment to kind of break that number down even further. But just remember that 50 cents a click to the website on this one. I think the other thing that's probably saving our butt is that we're making more profit per t-shirt, right? I can almost afford to spend double what I normally would on a regular, $20 t-shirt, where I'm only making, $9 to $11 profit, because our profit spread is bigger. Here looks like it's probably going to be pretty close to the same. So $32.11 divided by 111. Wow, what a difference. So there's a big difference between the cost per click. So no, I was wrong. It's not, it's not about the same. This one is almost half of the cost per click to the actual website than our other one is. And we kind of alluded to this a little earlier, because this ad is targeting people who pretty much already are engaging, right? They already kind of have a track record for engaging with fan pages because they are members of fan pages. I'm not targeting them as a career. I'm targeting them for the pages that they like. So I Love Nursing, Funny Nurses, all this. So it doesn't surprise me that we're getting more engagement here. Although, wait a minute. I don't know that my math is actually working right. Did I do that right? Because we've got about the same ad spend, and this is more clicks. So hold up. Let me redo this math. I'm wrong somewhere. $31.51 divided by 166. Okay, so scratch everything I just said. No, we're getting 18.9, so 19 cents a click to the website, which is great. Okay, that explains a lot. 19 cents a click to the website for our job title ad. And the reason I even came back to redo that math was because I remember the last time we added this up, our job titles were giving us more clicks to the actual website than our fan page likers were. Our fan page likers seemed to be more engaging, right? So as you can see here, there's 108 post likes up here, as opposed to here, they are 63 post likes. 24 shares here, and it doesn't even show me how many shares here. It just says 47 other actions. But anyway, so backtracking, our job title people are outperforming as far as clicks to the website than is our likers, even though our click-through rates are about the same. And the click-through rates are obviously counting the total amount of click-throughs, right? But I tell you what, it does make me happy, because here you can see, we're at about 4,300 ad reach for our Facebook page likers. 12 cents per engagement is, again, it's a little higher than I usually like to see it. I usually like to have it around, no more than, 7 to 9 cents per cost per engagement. But again, we're dealing with, I don't usually run a hoodie as my main sale. Usually it's a shirt that we're running for $20 or $21.99, right? But here you can see, and these are two different ads with two different ad copies, okay? But 134 likes, 15 comments, and 40 shares. Now, the only thing that I really have done besides kind of keep an eye on this campaign from my cell phone since I've been away is I did respond to a few comments, and I just felt like it was important to respond right away. And you should take note of that. Responding to comments as soon as possible will increase the number of sales that you make. Okay, I mean, if you wait a day or 2 days or 3 days after they left a comment asking a question, a sale-related question, then chances are you're probably going to lose that sale, because buyers have you know, they buy on emotion. They're in the moment. So if you're able to capture, you know, get back to them while they're still sitting at their computer, you know, within 30 to 60 minutes of them making that post comment, then chances are they're still going to be excited and still act on that. Okay, and we'll get into that here in just a sec. Okay, so I don't remember which one of these I was actually commenting on. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and open both of these up? I think this one here. We're lagging a little bit again. Sorry, it's taking forever here. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the activity on here. 118 likes, 7 comments, 39 shares, which 39 shares is great for that, for this. Okay, so viewing 5 more comments, this guy's saying heck yeah, and I'll go in here and I'll like each one of these, you know, and anytime you like, it should be liking as your page, right? Sarah Kennedy says, haha, you need this shirt. That would be a nice gift. How about real men are nurses? It's funny, isn't that what it says? In fact, I'm going to put that on here. And I'm even going to tag him. Okay. I'm just going to add that on there. You should buy one and sport it. Word, laugh out loud, it's true. And Hunter Munoz, hint, hint. Alright, cool. So people are liking our design here. That's cool. Alright, so let's look at the other ad. This one here, showing 134 likes, 16 comments. Here, I'm going to pause this because that's just bugging me. Okay. Let's take a look at it. So this one is the one that I've kind of been keeping an eye on. So people tagging their friends, woohoo, just received. Okay, so this was a guy that I was kind of talking about this guy when I was referring to, you know, make sure you respond quickly, because he's asking here, how about the Hanes t-shirt? There's no discount for that, question mark. It's $30. And then I responded back shortly thereafter. Well, I guess not too shortly. It was about 2 hours later, I guess. Yeah, I'm just seeing his comment was 3 hours ago, and I commented an hour ago. It says, Yeshber, that was a typo. Ago, these shirts are already marked down for this promo. The men's Hanes is $27.50. We'll only run this sale once, and we probably will. I don't know that I'll run this shirt again. But let's see. Anyways, exactly. How about real man mounted tire? People tagging. LOL. How about Hanes t-shirt? There's no discount. Oh, that's the same one. How do you get the $10 off when I go to checkout? And then I just replied back. $10 off is $39.95. Regular price is $49.95. Thanks, Angie. You know, just be nice to your people. I mean, if people are leaving rude or, you know, unpositive comments, don't get involved in that. It just makes you look bad. Okay, anyway, so good engagement. I've already liked all these comments here. You know, and 40 shares. So 40 shares plus the 39, was it, on the other one? Yeah, 39 here, 40 on the other one. That's a good, that's almost 80 shares. That's awesome. You know, so it doesn't surprise me that, you know, we've sold, you know, 8 shirts in the last 6 hours. based on this. And definitely getting a lot more activity at night. I mean, granted, sure, I am spending a lot more, but I think people are more active, in the evening. We're going on 11 o'clock now. I don't know, I may not pause the campaign. We'll see over the night. And as we get more social engagement, I expect our sales to increase as well. I'm going to be a little ballsy here. I'm going to leave my ad spend at $100 per campaign, and we'll just see how that goes. We'll see where it takes us. Okay. Again, I'm not some huge seasoned pro here. I mean, I've just had some success with campaigns, and just like you guys, I'm experimenting and testing and seeing what's working, what's not. I certainly don't have all the answers, but I think that I've been able to get a little further than a lot of people have, and that's why I'm creating these. Anyways, what else do we want to know? Okay, I want to get into the analytics. So I pulled up this page here. Let's just reload it to make sure it's the most current. This is the analytics page for Teespring. And here, as you can see, it'll tell you how many orders were placed, how many total shirts were purchased, how much our conversions are. Total conversion rate is 2.43. So that means for every 100 people that are visiting our landing page, we are converting 2.43. Okay? Which is good. That's good. I would say that's average to good, right? So 9 orders placed, meaning that somebody bought 2. T-shirts ordered today, 15. I don't know if that's increased. Should we take a quick look? Yeah, it looks like we're at 11 now sold. I refresh this page here. Yeah, looks like we're at 11 now. So 2.43, and then so 2.65 total, right? So 2.43 over yesterday and today, 2.65 total. So again, meaning for every person or every 100 people that visit our landing page, I shouldn't even say people. I should say clicks to the website, because sometimes people will go there 2 and 3 times, right? But let me show you some cool math here. Here, let's do a little calculation. I don't know. Is there like a scratch pad that maybe I can use? Here, why don't I just put it on a notepad? Let's just do this. So let me just run something here. So 2.65% is our conversion. $18.26, I believe, was profit per shirt. And so if we multiply those two, so if we go 2.65 and multiply that by our average profit, 18.26, that gives us a total, so I'm just going to do this, so that gives us a total of $48.39 per 100 clicks to website. Do you get that? So we can do some backwards math here. So if for every 100 clicks we're making $48.39 or bringing in $48.39, let's divide that. So we'll go divide that here. So let's divide that by 100. So if we divide that by 100, that gives us 48.3 cents. So that gives us 48.4 cents. So let's just say 48 cents. 48 cents per click to website is profit, or we should say is income or revenue. We can put that up here. Alright. So that means anything less than 48 cents that that we're paying for our clicks is profit, right? So what did we say our clicks were? I think we said 18 to 20 cents. One of our ads was higher than the other. I think this one. So let's 3211. Let's go. I think the one was 17. 3211 divided by 111 is 28 cents. We'll say 29 cents there. And then what was our other one? 3151 divided by 166 equals, so 19 and 29. So basically, so if we go 19 plus 29 divided by 2, 24 cents a click is what it's been costing us. So we're basically right now with these numbers, so we're going to say minus 0.24 per click, or we'll say cost per website click, gives us basically 24 cents. We're doubling our money here. 24 cents profit per website click. Okay, so let that be a gauge for now, and as our conversion increases, and we may test a couple things to see if we can increase our conversions. And I tell you what this does not account for. What this does not account for, our actual dollar per 100 is actually a little bit higher, because this is counting how many conversions people clicks to the website to sales made. It's not counting per shirt. So if people are buying multiple shirts, right, then that's not accounted for in here. And what I have found typically on my regular t-shirts, I haven't run very many hoodies, with this profit margin, but with t-shirt priced campaigns, I typically see a 20% multiple purchasers. So meaning, out of 100 sales, there were only 80 transactions. Meaning, 80 people bought 100 shirts, right? So every person bought 1.2 shirts. So anyway, and so this formula does not account for that, and we won't account for it for now. That we'll just count that as gravy, right? Anyways, yeah, so that's where we're at. Okay. Anyways, just thought that you guys would find some interest in that as well. That just helps us analyze and further fine-tune our campaign as we are in just a little over 24 hours into this project here. So anything else we need to take a quick look at? Let me just see here. I don't think I'm going to tweak anything moving forward here. And again, we are only targeting we're only using Facebook's. We're not using any custom audiences. We're just using the audience that Facebook provides, in their system for targeting. So let's see. Anything else we need to look at? I don't think so. I mean, again, just don't forget to like and comment. You know, I think some people would comment on all these. I may save commenting on people who weren't commenting, saying, you know, kind of soliciting a response. I may comment a little later, and I think the reason I do that is because I'll tag them with a comment later, maybe a day or two later, kind of reminding them that this campaign is going on, and have them reconsider it, you know, relook at it, you know, after they've seen it a day or two later. So anyways. All right, cool. So I'm just going to leave it there. Let's go back to our campaign summary. Let's see if we go back here. You know, total spent so far on this campaign is $116 now. And total made, if we come back here, are we still at 11 shirts? Okay, so 11 times 18.26 is 200, so minus, what do we say, 116? So we're at $84 profit, right? And for what? This is our 6th or 7th video, and each video is between 30 minutes to an hour. So, not making a huge hourly rate here, but there's very little babysitting that goes on from here throughout the end of the campaign. I mean, basically, you know, we're scaling now at spending. Right now we've got it set at spending about $200 a day, and we'll just kind of monitor that, you know, over the next day or two. But you know, so really we shouldn't be spending more than, let's say, an hour or two a day, you know, just kind of checking in, seeing if there's any tweaks that need to be made. Oh, and so the other update too, I guess, I did, after we finished the last video, slightly just changed the a little bit of the copy. So I put on here, finally, a shirt for our awesome male nurses, put a smile on our coworkers, patients, and I think that was all I added. Put a smile on your coworkers, patients, friends, and family's faces with this super cool new male nurse clothing design. Doesn't that sound a little bit better? I think that reaches out to people. I think it connects to them emotionally here. I think it calls them out right here. And then, you know, it gives them some... the only thing I don't have here is a little bit of scarcity, which I think that will add some conversion. Should we try it? Let's do that. Okay. It's funny, I started a bunch of campaigns that I really haven't even put any attention to because I got sidetracked with doing this case study with you guys. So I've got like 17 to 20. I was in the middle of scaling up, and then I kind of just dropped the ball here. Or not dropped the ball, but just kind of let that, because I can always restart those or add more days to those, but I thought this was a little more important. Anyways, here, I was going to refresh this now that I'm logged in, so that I can edit this. You know, we've still got a week and 3 days left. You think we'll hit our goal? I think we will. I mean, I'm going to end up spending some coin here. You know, I mean, to make $1,000, I may have to spend $1,000 here. But that's okay. As long as you guys are learning enough, make sure you guys give me some feedback. I mean, if we get to the point where you're actually watching this, you know, and I don't know what layout or how we're gonna make it available for people. But give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know what questions you've got. And again, I don't want to portray like I'm any kind of guru. I'm certainly not. Just a guy, who took on a challenge of creating making some money online. And to be honest with you, even the reason that I started doing this was, my main gig is real estate, and I love that, and I do really well at it. But I've got some teenagers in the house, and I have a stay-at-home mom, a wife that is interested in doing a little extra, to make herself feel like she's more than just a milk machine for her baby daughter. So, anyways, all right, let's add some scarcity here. And not false scarcity. I mean, this is a limited time campaign. So, and let's see. What options below? So we'll just add something here to the effect of um, I don't know about that. Don't wait. Here, let's do this. Important. So we'll do this. Okay. Okay, so sometimes this doesn't change right away, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know if you guys run into this. I mean, it does save it. It does seem like it saves it. But it also seems like if you don't change something, like in the title or something, I don't know about the limited. I'm going to put on here limited time offer once we reach important. Okay, I think it'll change later. But anyways, you catch the drift there. You know, that was kind of a lot of text, and I don't like pushing this down. But maybe I can make this a little bit smaller. You know, maybe take that down to what, like a 2. 2 seems even bigger. Is that the case? No, it's not going to show me. Anyways, we'll come back and check it out a little later. Looks like we've got 533 likes here, which, remember I was saying usually it's around 30, but again, that 30 number is also more for like t-shirts priced around 20 bucks. But if we divide 533 by 11 shirts sold, it's about 48 likes per sale, which maybe that's average for hoodies, I don't know. Alright, so checking out. Again, let me know if you got any questions. Hopefully this is giving you guys some good insight. See you in the next video, guys.